I went into my own pocket to pay the company's expenses for a while. I didn't have a lot, so every time I went into my pocket, it shortened my personal runway.
Right.
It was tough as an entrepreneur. Yeah. But I believed, right? I believed, and this is something that I knew I needed to do. And I've been a founder I had been a founder a couple of times so far, and I knew that we were onto something. Fortunately, we raised our first angel capital in September of 2013. We raised about $125,000 from friends and family, and a couple of other investors who were not quite friends and family, were one step removed. And we used that to sort of fund this pilot in Georgia using this law. And fortunately, the law had such a low barrier to entry. Now, we can only do projects in Georgia and sell to Georgia investors. So it's very small scale.
Yeah.
And our first loan didn't sell. It was on Charles Allen. It was a quadruplex.
Oh, wow.
On Charles Allen Drive. And we had so much trouble getting that borrower to accept the rate that the lenders would take. It was very frustrating. So we came up with all kinds of complex mechanisms to try to use an auction, and we tried everything, right? We iterated and we failed. I mean, we failed to fund that project. But out of that failure was born our first success, where we had a guy approach us at a dinner that we did here in Atlanta that was put together by some friends, and the guy walked up to us and said, "Well, I know you're funding these other kinds of projects, but I know what to do with this."